Okay. Well, I guess I'll go then. I am David Shafiro. I'm with Layer 2 Computers. I'm the presenter, obviously, here today. And we are doing 10 apps to save you time and money, and plus a bonus. So life will be good. So just to kind of get started. So like I said, I've been in business 10 years. I now officially have 1 employee. So I just hired recently in the past 2 weeks. So that was fun. And I do computer repair for small businesses and residential people. So just kind of whatever you guys have going on, I can generally help out or point you in the right direction at least. Today it's pretty straightforward. We're going to just kind of look at 10 different apps. Some of them are more leisurely apps that will save you money. Some of them are business-related things that will save you time and money, that kind of thing.
We need our phones, right?
Yeah, if you have it, it's no worries. I'm actually recording, and then I am going to be able to show you on my phone. And all of the apps, except for one, work on both Android and iPhone. Do you guys all have iPhones or Android or Android? Okay, cool. Then it'll all work on there. Okay, sweet. All right, awesome. So we will go from there. So, and some of these, some of you might have heard of, some maybe not. I mean, if you have, cool, awesome. If not, no worries. Learn something new. So we'll jump right in. So, the first one, which I love, and we were just talking about a little bit before, is Waze. Waze is W-A-Z-E. They're currently owned by Google. Google bought them because they rock. Basically, what it is it's a social GPS. This was one of those ideas that I had back in middle school, and I was like, I think that'd be awesome. But of course, I was in middle school and didn't think anything of it. But I wrote a paper on it, and it was really interesting. So social GPS. So basically, as you're driving along, your phone is basically sending your GPS data to the cloud, and it's basically real-time traffic. So let's say I'm stuck in traffic, and you guys are all behind me, just happen to be in traffic, or an hour behind or whatever. Basically, what it would do is it would alert you that there's a traffic jam, and it would basically reroute you around. It's pretty much instantaneous. It just pops up and says new route or more efficient route. I use it blindly, even when I'm just driving to customers where I know where they're at. I've learned just to trust it and just let it do its thing. It's phenomenal. We did a giant road trip down to Key West, and we did little stops here and there and stuff, but we route to our destination. I mean, at one point, it saved us 4 hours stuck on the highway. It's phenomenal on this app. So you can also people tag cops on it. So if you're a speeder, you know where the cops are, which is useful. You also know if there's vehicles on the side of the road and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And you can share your drive if, let's say, me and my parents will do it sometimes, or my brother, if he's driving from Cleveland, where he lives, he'll share it. So I have literally an exact ETA of when he's coming, which is pretty neat. So let me just kind of...
Okay, so wait a minute.
Yeah,
so this app tracks you.
Yes.
Or your phone.
It tracks your phone. So, yeah, so what it does is, basically, let's route to... we'll go to Grader's Ice Cream at Kings Island. Why not? So basically, you type in your destination here, and it's going to pop up. Obviously, you can select multiple routes. The other cool thing is you can click on this little... Go back here. You can click on this little guy. So if you're not sure what time you need to leave to get to something, you can click on that. And what it does is it basically looks at past traffic patterns, and you can choose the most efficient time to leave. So if you're trying to get to the airport, and it'll factor in all of the rush hour traffic and stuff like that. It's phenomenal. My morning, I wake up. If I have to be somewhere at 10, I wake up at 9:15, and then I get ready and I roll over in bed, look at my GPS for how long it's going to take me there, and I go to sleep until about 4 minutes before. Throw my clothes on. We're going to have to go shower, obviously, somewhere in there.
Does it turn the shower on too?
No, it doesn't turn the shower on. Although eventually, smart home probably will do that. So it's pretty cool though, because you can, if you're going a longer distance, this one doesn't make much of a difference. It's only 4 minutes, but if you're driving to Cleveland or something, you want to figure out the most efficient way to leave or when to leave, you can use this. It's pretty cool. And it's called W-A-Z-E, so Waze. And you can also add different stops along the way and stuff like that. So.
And it does work because I used it on a recent trip from Florida. We got into a horrible traffic jam, and we just
right
took off. And my husband was freaking out because he had our old GPS.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work."
And it did. Trust it blindly.
I did.
I will drive from here to Centerville with it, even though I know where I'm going, just because sometimes there's weird things on 675 or 75. It's not.
We did the landslide in Tennessee.
Oh, cool.
How long ago was that?
Yeah.
We were sitting in that.
So
that would have been nice.
Yeah.
So, Dave, if you use Waze, you're using that in place of Google Maps?
Yep, in place of Google Maps or in place of your Garmin or those type of devices. So, yep. My one suggestion though is make sure you plug your phone in the car because it'll eat your battery up because it's using GPS and data, and you're on the road and that kind of stuff. So it's
How
pretty
much
aware of
data
that.
does it use?
I mean, I have 6 gigabytes. I've never ran over on my data via Waze. I mean, minimal data, but it's just traffic that's taking up your cell phone plan. So
It was minimal, and
Yeah.
because I used it our entire trip, and we did not send
Yeah,
anyone, which I was kind of surprised.
it doesn't kill you. Yeah. So the next one, along with the driving thing, is Gas Buddy, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard of. Gas Buddy is pretty cool. Basically, what it does is it will search out and find the cheapest gas prices around. I did this last night, is when I pulled up this picture, and I live past the high school there. And so United Dairy Farmers, they just put in at that intersection, it's at 122 and 741, I think. They are 20 cents cheaper. So I would go there for gas, and it was closer to my house anyway, so I'd go there most likely. But I use this for when I'm driving around. Waze has a version of this type of Gas Buddy built in, which is kind of cool because then you can go to Waze and you can click on the destination of a gas station. You'll find out all the gas stations along your route, which is really convenient. And it'll also list the prices. But this is more of a standalone thing. So if you're just kind of sitting at home, or you're like, oh, we're going to church on Sunday and I just want some cheap gas, you can pop a Gas Buddy and it will fill you in on the cheapest gas. And again, it's like a social platform where basically, if I pull up there and the price went up 10 cents, then I could, in theory, poke it in and I could basically, update the
Tell
prices.
them.
Yeah, tell
Yeah.
them what the prices are. And if you're really into it, you can create an account and keep score and stuff like that. But
So around town, you'd use that, but if you're on the road,
you can use Waze.
use the one in Waze because it'll also show you on the map you've already got up where they're going to be located, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, within here, if I know I'm just running to Kroger or something, I might just use this just to figure out a gas station nearby. So these are real time. It says updated an hour ago. People tend to update these fairly seamlessly. It's like a point system. They kind of gamified it, so they got a bunch of kids out there running around with their smartphones, taking gas stations to get more points because they want to win the world or something. So it kind of gives you that, but it's pretty cool. It's supported by advertisements, so you'll get a little bit of blurbs, but that's all right. Not gonna kill you. So that is pretty awesome, and especially when you're on the border of states too. Very useful because sometimes the taxes are cheaper in one state versus here. And so you might save some money just by going 2 minutes down the road, or lucky enough to have it. It's pretty useful. So again, that's Gas Buddy. So we will
I already have it.
forward here. Yeah,
I
Gas
use it
Buddy's
all
awesome.
the time.
So Hotel Tonight. This might be one a lot of you guys haven't heard of. It's really cool. We used it pretty much a lot of the times when we were driving down to Key West. We did the whole trip, literally from here to Key West, and then we went farther faster. But essentially what it does is it basically looks at your GPS, figures out where you are, or you can plan ahead. You can type in a destination up there. And essentially it's looking for those hotels that are last minute. Or me and my wife flew in from Peru last year, and we flew into Pittsburgh because we had a conference there for some gymnastics stuff for my other job. And we just kind of wing it. That's how we are. And we got really lucky, and we basically found a hotel that it's one of those extended stays where people are staying a month or weeks on end, but they happen to have a gap of one room in between a stay and that kind of thing. Obviously, they want to fill it, so we got a 5-star hotel. It was a nice place for $125 in downtown Pittsburgh.
You're
It was
literally
phenomenal.
booking that the same day you stay there.
Yes, literally, and it's pretty phenomenal. This hotel, I looked it up. It was $229 on their website directly, and then it was about $219. So they save a couple bucks if you book it through a third-party website. But these people are tapped into their systems, and their goal is just to fill it up immediately for tonight kind of thing. So it's Hotel Tonight, and I'll show you. It's actually pretty neat. And the cool thing is, me and my wife are getting ready to do New Zealand and Australia here in July, and so we'll use this probably just to book a nice hotel when we first land. So let's do that. Let's go to New Zealand. So we're flying into Auckland. So we land at 6:30 a.m. So the deals will be up there already. So so it basically is pricing out the hotels. It's blurry.
What's that green thing on the right?
That little tag right there. That is a geo rate, which I think it's some of the hotels will give you a rate if you're coming in from out of town, which is kind of cool, just because they're trying to get people so they'll talk about it socially, that kind of stuff. But it also has good information for what they allow. I like that it's all pretty self-explanatory, which again blurry, but no self-parking. There's no fitness center. They allow bikes, no pets. They got 138 rooms. If there's pools available and stuff like that, it'll tell you. Let's just go to this one, for example. I think there's... Okay, this one has a barbecue, apparently, a game room, direct beach access, if we're into that kind of thing, like complimentary self-parking. So it just lists everything like stupid proof, which I really like. And if they're ever, if they list something wrong, they'll actually negotiate on behalf of you if there's an issue. They'll work with you, or if for some reason hotel people are giving you trouble about the price, they'll literally call up the hotel and be like, hey, this is what you guys said. So they work with you and kind of help you out.
Could you book it through the app?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just, I don't, yeah.
So you book the hotel through the app, and then you show up at the hotel, and you show them that you booked
Yeah.
it.
So you just go book now. Okay, that's 2 nights apparently I'm doing, but
Wow.
then you can just pay with Apple Pay if you have an iPhone, or I think it works with like Samsung Pay and stuff like that. So it's just boop, 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 done.
That's nice that it's a win-win because they have this room.
They're filling up the room, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're getting a cheaper deal. So it works out well, and I like it better than the.
I like that you don't have to plan ahead. Like you can just say, say
Yeah.
if you were on vacation, you're like, I think I'm staying here, but then something comes up. And
Yeah.
Then you have to say in another city, and you're not already paid for it as well.
Yeah, me and my wife are kind of winging people. We kind of go somewhere and then figure it out as we go.
But
No.
bear in mind, you're not always going to find room because they might be full.
I've had good luck. I mean, realistically, it'll
It's
search
a deal.
around, and you
It
can
is.
actually, when you're looking, too, you can
It
go
can be a great
to.
deal.
There's a way to. Oh, here we go. So we can pull up the map, and so you can look at it in conjunction where it is, wherever you're going. So I know the airport. I think it's like over here somewhere. So we'd have to get an Uber and just look it up there or whatever. It's all good.
So if you're on a road trip, David, can you put in like 2 endpoints so you're willing to stay anywhere between the two? Will it do that?
that
Or
I
can you bump it along the route if you start with one city and you just want to push it down the road?
No, but if you zoom out on the map, like this is Crystal River, where the manatees are in Florida, where we stayed.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is like a 25-minute radius. And I mean, let's say, okay, I don't know about there, but I could search for, this is Spring Hill. I could search for Spring Hill, and it'll search like a 25-minute radius
Okay.
from there. Good question, though. That's a good idea. They should do that. That'd be sweet.
Get on it, David.
I know. I'll get on it. But it's just great for like last minute stuff. It's phenomenal. So, cool. All right, and this is one of my favorites.
Howdy, boss.
I'm assuming that most everyone here shops on Amazon. Is that safe to assume, or has shopped on Amazon?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I do lots of shopping on Amazon for myself and also for business stuff sometimes. And Paravis, and this is my account, so I'm not lying to you. But basically, what it does is you link your email account to it, and you link like your Amazon account, or you can link other stores to it. I just happen to do everything on Amazon for me. And what it does is it goes in and searches your purchases, and then looks for the price drop within 7 to 21 days. And depending on the company's return policies or price drop policies, and it works well with Walmart too, they basically go in and they will email them on behalf of you and say, "Dear customer service, I recently purchased a blah 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 on so and so date, and here's a link to the purchase thing, and I noticed the price drop is $4.50." And what it does is it emails them, and then essentially, as long as it's within all the requirements for the store, they will email you back and say, "Okay, we'll give you $4.50 back on your credit card, or we'll just give you a credit." So I have literally gotten $381 back since I think it was October of last year, and that's
From
literally
one
cash
store.
coming back on through Amazon.
You must spend a lot
I spend
on Amazon.
I have no time to shop. No,
Well,
I
this
love
is
shopping
true.
locally, but I just have no time to physically go to a store.
So you make
some-
47 claims.
So yeah, the app has basically filed 47 claims on Amazon, which is the one retailer I have in, and they make a little a cut out of it. So they'll make, I think it's 10% of your purchase, or of not of the purchase, but of the money that comes back on your card. So if Amazon gave me $10 back, they just bill you for $1 at the end of the month. And somehow they're making money on that. So it's just all apps and intelligence in the background. So I'll show you though. It's pretty easy.
Wow.
It's pretty darn cool. So it's an app again on smartphone and your iPhone and Android, and I also have a web application. So you can essentially, that's how much I spent on Amazon. Spend a lot. So I purchased this for myself actually as a solid state drive. But let me go under statistics. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is literally what I have saved on my app. Through it. So it has 348 different purchases that I've done. And now they're actually getting to the point to where you can link your credit card to it. And most credit cards have a price protection policy. So if the price drops on anything, they'll contact the retailer and we'll just give you credit back on your credit card. It's really super cool. But that's in its works, and I'm like a beta tester for it. It's kind of buggy right now, but it's getting there. It's getting better, so it's pretty cool. But you can link all of your accounts to it. That's my credit card that they bill me, and then I have my Amazon account. They actually have a referral thing. So if you're going to get it, use my little referral thing, which is, there's my referral code, DS4T2S. So now you can see it. But basically, if you have people sign up under you, okay, so it's 25%, and then every person that signs up under you save an additional 5%, which is kind of cool. It's all good. So yeah, it's awesome. It's called Paribus. Paribus. Bingo. Yep. So Paribus is that one. Highly recommended. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It sounds but it literally just runs in the background. You have to do nothing. It's phenomenal. I log into it every week just to kind of see what it's doing, but it'll actually map the chart prices and stuff like that. It's really stinking cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Now, is that something you keep running on your phone, or you?
You don't even have to have it running. It just runs in the cloud.
Oh.
Yeah, everything in the background.
Okay.
I look at it once a week just because I'm bored, but it's a couch activity. It's good fun. Alright, and then gearing more towards business stuff here. TurboScan, and there's 100 different scanner apps out there, but the one I just happen to use is just called TurboScan. And what it does is basically you are, let's say I wanted a scanned copy of this newspaper. I could set it down, and I basically use my smartphone to take a picture of it, and then it puts it in a scanned document format, so it squares up the edges, it whites the background out. It's pretty cool, but I'll show you how it works. Basically, it just scans documents on the go. So, just some things I've done is, at a gymnastics conference, I scanned in some conditioning stuff for the kids, score stuff. This is some business stuff. Just different documents I need. A building layout for a wiring job I was doing, driver's license, that kind of stuff.
But it scans it as a PDF?
It scans it, and then you can export it however you want to, and I will show you. It's
Do a demo.
Yeah, of course.
Way cool.
Yeah, in fact, it works perfect if you don't have a scanner at home. So, I used to not have a scanner at home. Yeah, car is the office, and so it works really well. So I go into the app, and again, there's 100 different scanner apps. It's just one I choose.
Was that you in that photo wearing the beehive stuff?
That's my wife, actually.
That's your wife?
Yeah, we got beehive at our house.
And bee outfits.
And bee outfits, and they look like giant marshmallow men.
And they buy them on Amazon.
I bet you did buy them on Amazon.
About your life.
Oh, it's a good life.
How many cans of Red Bull do you drink a day?
No Red Bull. I do no caffeine, actually. I'm not a caffeine guy. I don't know. It just comes. My wife thinks I'm like a Energizer bunny.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know. So with TurboScan, basically you are going to click on the little camera app down there at the bottom, and let's just do it down here just so it's flat. So generally you put it flat on something, take a picture of it, and what it does is then you just you can square up the corners if you don't like where to align them to. Hit done, and now you have it's blurry on there, but it's perfectly readable on my screen. And then if you want to, it's phenomenal, yeah.
Oh my god.
You can darken it, you can kind of play with the settings, like poking on these buttons down here. You can do it in a color scan if you want to, so it's just like making a photocopy.
That is way better than what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Submit stuff for clients.
Oh, you just take a picture.
Take a picture,
Yeah.
JPEG, and
Now, if you've already done that, though, this is really cool. I discovered this the other day with it, because all of those little conditioning things that I found at the gymnastics conference, they were initially pictures. And so what I did was, I think I went to Add Page here at the bottom, because I just took pictures with a smartphone really quick, and then I went to Album, and then you're going to see a little bit of my life here. It's quite crazy, but let's just go down to conditioning cards. So here's one, then I can square it up, and then that way I just printed them off in little cards, and then basically add them in, and then you can export, so a little button down, a little export button right there, and from there then you can put your camera roll, you can email them as a PDF, you can do whatever you want to. It's awesome. Those are pictures I took with my camera,
Right,
then I happen to import them into the app.
Okay, do they store on your, here, let me take a picture of this. Do they store onto my camera roll?
It's
So over time I have to probably remove them.
if you take them with your camera first, then yes, they'll be in your camera roll. If you take them with the app, it kind of compresses them and shoves them in the app.
Oh, okay.
In theory, you could delete them, but once that's so much storage nowadays, it's not too much of a deal. But yeah, you could go over here. You can delete the page. You can X out of here. I have no idea what this is, but you can little trash can at the top corner. It saves them really small, so it's not a big deal. But let's just say here's something for the gym. So we'll go export email as a PDF, and it pops up with your email program. Type in your email. Okay, let's do that for now. And then basically sends it out, and I'll get an email with a PDF attachment with the date that it was scanned and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Very handy when you're on the go and if you're on site with customers and stuff too. So yeah. Any questions with that one? I want to buzz by kind
Not
of.
till I use it.
Not till you use it. Yep, fair enough. And most of these, they have little, like, when you sign up for it, they have, like, a little how-to guide kind of thing of what to do. Phone buzzing. Okay. Oh, no, my resets. Let me jump over here. Service. Okay, turbo scan. Cool. Okay. Now this one might be kind of self-explanatory here, and I'm hoping most of you guys are using your mobile apps for your banking and stuff like that. It's super duper easy to do. Every bank has them now at this point. I go to the bank once a week to deposit stuff, but then after that, I very much use the apps to do all the managing of money, moving money around in different accounts and stuff like that. These are screenshots from the apps, but I use Huntington and then I use Capital One. They both have apps. I know Bank of America does. All of the major banks do. Credit unions do. I just like them. I trust them, which I know it's a part of the issue. A lot of people don't do it, but for example, we'll pop into my Capital One credit card here.
I didn't know anything about that, and I sat with my daughter the other day and wrote her check for
Yeah.
something, and she goes, "Oh, thanks,
Oh, yep.
Mom."
Mhm.
And she goes,
Yep, take a picture, yep.
I went,
Yeah, and you can
she
actually do
goes,
that.
"I just deposited it."
Why do you go to the bank to do
Gosh, I'm so
deposits?
behind the times. I
Yeah,
didn't
you
know.
and me both.
I had no
For the
idea.
business account. Most business accounts won't let you do that though yet, just because I think it's a law of some kind, but for any personal accounts you can do that in
Yeah.
Snap. It's really
Yes.
convenient.
Yeah, there was a-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
got it.
Yeah.
Making deposit, each month.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. But the reason I trust them,
How is that possible?
There is a limit on
most of the
I know,
ones on the iPhone
I
and
don't
on
go to the
Android,
bank to accept or
they're
cash out
getting
now.
the fingerprint scanners on them, and so, to log into my credit card now, I just basically put my thumb on it, and it links in, and there you go, there's my balance in real time. So, I don't know, I just think it's super convenient, and you can make payments, you can find ATMs, most of them have all the same features, so it's pretty cool though. So,
So when I
I
go
like
back to my cave after this meeting,
yes.
and
Yep.
I have nothing to do, I might.
Yeah, I would try them out, and a lot of times when you're first signing up, we'll send you a text message to verify that's you, because they have your cell phone number in the records.
Sure.
So we'll send you a text message, you type in, it'll give you like a 6-digit number, type it in, and then it'll kind of fill you in.
How fast that was! Like for me
It's
to go try to
phenomenal.
find my balance, it's like
Yeah. And a lot of them even
takes
have
me
like
forever.
quick balance things too, where, I'm logged in right now, but
You don't have to log in, you can check it out.
yeah, you can just kind of, I don't really want to sign up,
Well,
kick my security stuff out,
I've
but
got Huntington, and it emails me every time I get a commission deposit.
yeah,
Um,
you can set up alerts and stuff.
People's
for these,
Bank, I can't do the mobile deposit because it's officially listed as a
business.
business account,
Yeah.
but they email me my balance every Friday.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
You can set up alerts and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
really convenient. Again, I do this on the couch at night once I'm, kind of buzzing around. So it works well. I like it.
That's after he's taken care of the bees.
Yep, after the bees. So the next one is, which a lot of people have coupon apps. I prefer Snip Snap. It's kind of my go-to one.
I need that.
It's phenomenal. This is what I do when I'm waiting in line at Kohl's or I'm waiting in line at wherever. I will literally look up a coupon for what I'm about to purchase. I kind of feel like I'm cheating the system, but it's kind of like those extreme couponers at, at Kroger or something. So I'm not that crazy, but essentially, I just literally, me and my wife will be at Kohl's and she'll be standing in the checkout line. I'll be standing there kind of booping around on my phone and then find a coupon and let's just pull one up here. They're super convenient though. There's stores and these ones are kind of, it's like a social coupon app where basically people are,
Social.
so people take pictures of their coupons that they get and then they, so then they share them. So let's just use this Old Navy one for example. Yes, it is. So
cool.
basically, if I'm at Old Navy, I'm sitting in the store, I search for the, Old Navy up here at the top. You can type it in and, whatever. And then once you find a coupon you like, you hit the little checkbox there, and that will pull up the, that little place in there. Now basically pull up the actual coupon, go use in store, and there is either a original coupon that literally someone took a picture of it, and you just go, here you go, and then just little scan it.
And all you need is the code.
And all you need is the code, and they'll do it for you.
It's
Phenomenal.
You click on both buttons, the snippet and
I thought
the
my
use
coupons
store,
were
or just
mine.
one?
Yeah. So
Everybody else?
good question.
Nothing
So,
is yours anymore.
So let me just use Kohl's for example. So basically, you search for Kohl's, and now actually use your GPS location to figure out what's around you. It's pretty cool. So if you're in the mall, it'll pull up like all the stores in the mall right near you. But Kohl's example, you click on that, then you hit snippet.
Do that first.
Yep, hit snippet first, then use in store, and then I feel kind of guilty, so I show them the actual picture, so it looks like I took the picture. I don't know why.
They could care.
Yeah, I know they don't really care, but
David,
so
are
then
the
they
codes
can
on
see
these
it.
typically single use?
No, never.
Apparently not.
No, it actually scans them and looks at their website and kind of verifies the use of it. And people will also, there's a success rate. You can see like, used it 3 days ago, used it 42 minutes ago, 2 hours ago, 15 minutes ago, 17 hours ago. So you can kind of see how often people use them. And then if it worked for me, then I could say, after I use it, so let me snip this one.
Have you ever used?
Is your brain hurt?
So
Oh, my
Snip
mind
Snap
now.
is
Oh, that's
strictly
fine.
people taking a picture, other people on and sharing it with other people. Have you ever used Retell Me Not?
Yeah, I've used Retail Me Not, same concept, yep.
That's like,
Mhm.
that's so good. Like, I don't
Yeah,
like
Retail Me
anything
Not's
unless
a
I
lot of
use it.
online stuff too.
Yeah.
I've never known. Wait, when I'm
I still
purchasing
get the scissors out on Sundays.
when I'm purchasing computers for people, I'll sit on their
Don't
computer
need to do that
and Google
anymore.
a coupon.
I think all the time I'm
You
going to
can
have all
do
my
it with your
heads.
phone.
This
Yeah.
wouldn't work for my wife because she's still got a flip phone.
Yeah, these do not work with flip phones.
Oh, God.
I cannot get her in the 21st century.
No way.
That's awesome.
That's
One
funny.
of these days, my daughter and I are going to
Literally takes
connive,
me less than
and we're going to give her a phone for like her birthday, and we're going to take the old phone and hide it.
Just hide it
Oh,
from
Say,
sight.
bury it.
here you
Smash
go.
it with a foot.
Bury it.
So okay, this is my next go-to app for saving time.
That might
A
be
password manager.
Oh.
If you have not used a password manager, I highly suggest finding one that works for you.
Yeah.
So here
Okay,
is my.
that was what I was gonna
I get
say.
that question a lot, and that kind of thing. So I'll go over it and I'll show you. So the reason to use a password manager is it keeps all your passwords and information and everything. I have driver's license, bank accounts, email accounts, everything in here. Membership, credit card stuff.
You actually keep your social security on?
I do, and I have my wife too. But sometimes I need hers too. So for doing insurance stuff or whatever. So I love it. But basically, the one I use, it's called 1Password. It's the one I trust. There's also like FastPass. There's like 100 different ones. The reason I went with 1Password was they have not had any breaches in their information. And even if they do, they don't actually house your information. So they might get into your account, but they can't actually get your password information because it's not on 1Password's information, like on their servers. I keep it all on my stuff. So, and it synchronizes through Dropbox. And so again, I own my Dropbox account. Well, Dropbox technically does, but it's kind of looped around there. But if you look at it, let's say you just happen to get access to my Dropbox account, you'll see a bunch of gibberish. It's all fully encrypted, military grade encryption technique. So, and I'll show you that.
So
It's
how
pretty
do
cool.
you know which ones have already been hacked? You said you know that
I found a report online through the government.
somehow I knew that was going to be
Of course, yeah. There's always reports for security breaches. In
Maybe
fact, they're
online.
legally obligated to tell the public about them. I mean, they have like the HIPAA's the same way. If there's a breach of their stuff, they have 30 days or whatever, or 90 days until they let you know about that. But 1Password is
So
my
the
favorite one.
Password manager, is
That's
that
like the-
an app?
No, Password Manager.
It's a category.
It's a category, yeah.
So
Which
1Password.
1Password is the one I prefer.
Okay.
And again, part of the reason why I do is because it has the nifty little fingerprint scanner doodad. So poke that, and I'm in. And I'm not going to click on any of my categories, and you'll see my stuff. But
David, if you use this password thing, is that saved in the cloud then, or where
it's
is-
saved. Yeah, it's in your Dropbox account or your iCloud account, or
What if your smartphone does?
I can basically log in to the app on your
'Cause
phone
it's
and get
saved.
my stuff. Yeah,
Okay,
if I want to.
okay, but
But
you
it-
got to remember that password.
Yeah, so you said the reason it's called 1Password is because you really only need 1Password. So if I don't use the fingerprint thing, let's see here. Okay, it's gonna show up. But
Remember.
I mean, you just type in your main 1Password,
Okay.
which is hopefully unique.
Okay.
If you lose that password, literally there's no way to get into your stuff. So you
That's
should
what I
memorize it.
was.
You
Yeah.
just staple it to your cheek or something.
Is this
Um,
something you're, okay,
Yeah.
I don't know your business?
Yep.
Is this something you're doing for other people?
With
Or is this
people
just
and
something you're sharing with us?
So I do a lot of computer pair networking kind of stuff. this is more or less just something fun. I've been wanting to teach this class for like 2 years and couldn't find anywhere to do it, and so I was like,
Yay.
I'll do it here. And so
Were you a last
Share,
resort?
reach out. And, no, you weren't my last resort. I just didn't think of you guys. I didn't think of it because I was.
Oh,
doing,
I guess I'll have to do it at the
No,
job.
I was doing like the
Saving up to
libraries.
get to do it.
Yes.
That's
You
what
need
it
to
is.
know.
He's been
You need to
practicing.
get a nap.
A nap or a nap? Oh, yeah.
I'll take your nap.
Or
You
both.
take the nap.
I was doing classes at like community centers and stuff like that, and I was like, I haven't done anything locally in Springboro, so
So
it was you in the library, and I
Yeah.
chose here. So
this would work with. You could use Google Drive as the place to have this reside.
I think so. Yeah. There's a lot of different options. Let me look here.
Why do
That's
you
what I was wondering. Where
why-
to save it?
Why
Yeah,
do you
good
prefer Dropbox versus some other option?
Number one, I've been using the app for so long that that's all they had initially.
Okay.
So let's experiment a little bit here. I'm not sure. I don't know. I really don't play with the Saints too much, but no, Dropbox.
When it said add account.
That was like, so let's say we were all in a team, we were all in one business together. I could have a certain bucket, like a vault of like layer 2 computers, and I could share that with all of you, so then you all have access to my layer 2 passwords. So I did that with my employee and stuff. But
So basically, you're saying that our couch time should not be reading books anymore. Our couch
I know,
time needs to be looking through apps and figuring out how to.
that's up to you on kind of how you spend
Really?
it. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, streamline
I'm
your
not
life.
kidding.
There's
That's what I do,
same
yeah, I
24
mean-
hours in a day, right?
Yeah.
Save money, so it's worth it.
It's making me say, why am I wasting all this time reading when I should be
I think reading's
looking
important.
at this?
I mean,
As long as you do it on your.
on a smartphone,
Right.
yeah. So, you know, and the other cool thing with 1Password, and a lot of them do this too, is it'll actually synchronize with like Google Chrome or whatever you use. So let's just say I'm just going to log into the gymnastics, the governing body of gymnastics, which is usagymnastics.org. So I can go over here, hit login. I actually don't know my login information, so then it has a little plugin at the top here, and I type in my password. Okay, good. And then it knows I'm on USA Gymnastics website, and I poke that, and it fills it in, and now I'm logged in. Phenomenal.
I have
So.
a book
So,
of passwords.
Yeah, a lot of people have little
so
books.
you
yeah.
answered that question. Will it work on your laptop or desktop?
Yeah.
Same as.
And it synchronizes either through Dropbox or iCloud. I'm sure there's others. I just don't know. I literally, you know, this is just for fun, so I'm not sure. We'd have to look and see, but.
Hotels.
hmm
What's your gymnastics?
My parents own a house sports academy, and I'm going to buy it off of them in 5 years. That's my goal. So I got plans. Keep them busy. So here's that document I scanned to myself earlier. It put it as a PDF, and this is like we have like 7 classes at once at the gym, and so I have to map it all out and make sure everyone knows where they're supposed to be. But it scans as a PDF, so kind of moving back there. But the password manager, I recommend it. And there's like FastPass, 1Password. I think I pay like $20 a year for something like that, or I paid something to 1Password just so I could synchronize it kind of between everything, but minimal for the time I'm saving and not having to look at passwords. And I have like 200 different logins and everything in there. I mean, it's phenomenal though. I mean, logins, and it'll kind of look at what accounts you have, and we're not on screen anymore.
So I got to do that because I have this spreadsheet
Yeah,
for all my different insurance
which is
companies.
non-encrypted that someone could
And
steal
some of
that.
them have as many as 3
Toast.
different logins.
Yeah.
It's like, so without the spreadsheet, I could never get logged in.
Yeah. So I got all my different accounts here. I got 200 and some odd, and I probably realistically use about 150 a month, different logins. And the goal in password security too is to have a different password for everything. That's not possible if you're not keeping track of them somewhere. So I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there to where each thing has its own unique password. More secure, because I ran into a situation where my account was stolen from, I don't know what it was, but it was stolen from some website, and then they tried to use that to log into my business account from China. So Chinese people were trying to take into my email account, which small little layer 2 computers, I don't know what they're going to get, but I was a tech company in the States, so they wanted in.
So even using this, what do you think about 2-level authentication?
Like the 2-factor, where it like
The
sends you a text
2-factor,
message. I mean, just kind of on the password scheming thing. If you've never heard of 2-factor authentication, it's basically what do I use it at? I use it for my Gmail accounts now because of the Chinese people. The hack I had. So whenever someone, like, let's say you try to log into my Gmail account on your phone, it sends me a text message with a little code that you then have to type in. I highly recommend that for security purposes for anything that's useful that you want to protect. So.
I was going to say, how do you remember all this stuff?
All in there somewhere. So, And we're done officially at 1 o'clock, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to keep moving forward. All right.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So the next one that I have used personally, me and my wife have, is Doctor on Demand, which they've been advertising on TV a lot lately. They've actually been in business, I think, for like 4 or 5 years. But essentially, Doctor on Demand is kind of like it's Doctor on Demand. So basically, what you do is you fill out your information. They take your insurance card information, everything like that. And essentially, what they do is you physically are holding the camera up, and like I'm sick, I'm throwing up or whatever, or I have an infection or whatever. You show them the wound and be like, whatever. And they'll look at it and kind of ask you some questions about it, and they will basically diagnose it. They can diagnose like 17 out of the 20 common ailments. So we were out of town one time in Indianapolis for a conference, and my wife wasn't feeling good, so we called her doctor and was like, hey, can you write a prescription for blah, blah, blah? No, I need to see you first. Okay, fine. When can you see me? Well, 3 weeks from now. Well, that's useless because you'll probably be feeling better by then. And so, and we were on a lunch break at this convention, so it didn't matter. And so we were trying urgent care, and we went to urgent care. Well, they had like a 2-hour wait, so we're like, well, that's not working either. So I was like, well, let's try this little app I discovered the other day. And so we tried Doctor on Demand. We were sitting in the urgent care office in their lobby on the app, looking at a doctor, telling him what's wrong, telling him where it hurt and kind of stuff. And they wrote a prescription for the pharmacy across the street, ran over, picked it up, in and out in about 10 minutes. It was phenomenal.
So where is this doctor?
So they're basically doctors that are bored.
India.
No, they're not India. They're all American doctors, at least I've experienced. And so they're American doctors. They're sitting at their home office. It's like the nurse on demand cards that all your insurance companies have. It's kind of like that, but they're actual doctors that can write prescriptions for
Is
you.
this the Dr. Phil one, or is this totally
I don't know. I'm not sure.
What's this cost you when you use it?
So it's your normal copay, or they have a free visit number 1 for the first one. So I haven't put a pin in yet because I opened an account and my wife did it the next time. And then so now we
You
have
get a
accounts.
coupon?
No, there's no coupons for it that I can find. But don't be opposed to look, because sometimes in the comments of the app, you'll see one kind of roll by. But I mean, yeah, they I think it's like $40 a visit kind of thing. So if that's going to save you a trip to the
So in a lot of cases, they're not going to be in your plan's network, so you're going to pay $40. But your plan,
it's a copay.
your plan probably has a copay that's $40
Yeah.
or higher anyway. And if it's structured where you got to pay the entire office visit, you're not going to see your primary care doc for less than $80
No, and I don't-
anyway.
Yeah, and like I know I have the flu. I don't want to like.
And you just need this right now.
they can just do it right then.
Yeah.
Does it work internationally?
I don't know. That's what I'll try when I'm in New Zealand. I don't know. That's a great question. I'm not sure because I don't know what the pharmacy laws are. I don't know. So
Yeah.
that's a great question. I'm not sure. I don't know. How does insurance work internationally? I mean,
It
Like
usually
from-
doesn't.
it
Unless
doesn't,
you
yeah, that's what I
buy-
was thinking.
Unless you buy a travel
rider
insurance
thing.
policy, which we should talk before you go.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Try it.
Yeah. Oh, let's experiment and see. I don't know if it
It
works.
says Dr. Phil's Doctor on Demand
Okay.
raises $21 million as a telemedicine government.
Yeah. It's
So I
phenomenal.
guess
though.
he
Him and his cohorts.
He's
is.
a marketing person.
Yeah, so yeah, that's probably what it was. Because they were always on the commercials, I guess. But I mean, literally, we've used it a couple times and it's worked out well. Or even, I mean, they'll do children
I've
if
seen
you have issues.
a lot of
you know, how to win.
telemedicine options. This is the first one I've seen that works off an app.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. And they pull up your camera and they
Yeah,
can see you.
and normally telemedicine, they sell you a subscription, so you're paying, $19.95 a month,
Yep.
whether you use it or not.
Which most of these are free apps. This is one of the ones that obviously cost money because they're dealing with a real doctor, so he's associated with that. But it's really convenient. I mean, they're sitting at their desk at home. I have a client who does this. He's like a doctor. He just happens to use the service too. He's single and sits at home, and that's what he does when he's bored. Just to make more money. So cool. Whatever. I'm sure they have some arrangement
We
or
used to
split
call
it.
that moonlight.
Yeah, it kind of is moonlighting, I guess. Yeah, but it works really well.
The couch, huh?
Yeah.
Again, do it on the couch.
Shop, you make your living sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
So.
Slick.
Yeah, so it's really cool and it works really well actually. I was pleasantly surprised. So the last one here is called CamCard, and this is a situation where there's actually there's like 40,000 different apps that do the same thing. This is the one that it was recommended to me and I really like it. So essentially what it does is you take business cards, and because everyone gets a stack of business cards from these networking events, and what it does is you take a picture of it and it will organize them so then you can throw the cards out, but you still have it.
You download it to your
Computer? I believe so, yes. I just started using it a little bit ago.
computer, like contacts.
Yes, it will synchronize in there, I believe.
I use Evernote, but I don't think it syncs with your contact.
Yeah, this one's made specifically for it, so I think it works really. It's like a one-task app. But so we'll take a picture of Fred's here. So we'll basically, I'll turn it long ways apparently. So what it does is you kind of hold it up, taking a picture, takes it automatically, scans it, and now there's his contact right there, all of his emails and everything.
God.
I've been
And-
using it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Depends on the quality of the card. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's dead on. If the card's fuzzy, you got a lot of cleanup to do.
Yeah, I was experimenting with some
Maybe
cards
your
here.
hand was shaking.
Well, it could be. It could be that. It could be how crisp the lens is. But the one
But-
thing I like is once you get it in successfully,
Oh yeah, pass it down.
So
Let's
that
try.
was a little more complicated.
Let's try. Yeah, let's try a couple of these. So, use this one.
Houdini.
No, yeah, I feel like I'm at a David Copperfield thing. I
Got
feel
most
like the
information.
same reactions I would have at his show doing magic is like what you're doing. I'm
Yeah.
same reaction.
Okay, yeah, so you got
Even
most
if
of
you
it.
can't see all the graphics, you get the information.
Yeah, and then I could manually type in the phone number.
This is the World's Fair.
So-
and we're looking at the
Yeah.
future, but it's here.
So several things I like about it is you not only get a hand card, but
Most of
it
us are in the
will
same
move
boat.
that information in my contacts.
Yeah.
It'll move it into my Google account.
That's the problem.
It'll put it in the Verizon cloud, so it's like backed up about 3 places.
So 2
Um,
weeks is going to be something else.
Ooh, that turned out
There's a
good.
front and back, and then there's
you can take it back.
Okay.
So I had a hard time with your
Yeah,
phone
I
number
figured
stuff,
it
and
would. That's
Yeah,
all.
it's
I
a lot
get,
of
yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
maybe I mean you could, as a business owner, I mean you might want to make a card that's a little.
My boss is
Yeah, they do it.
cars, I don't get any say.
Yeah, I mean even not that you have any say over it, but I mean in theory if you just even, like kind of put a lighter background on the
Yeah,
bottom there.
that's for to lighten it up. I
Yeah.
saw a new picture. I'm still waiting. to
So
hear
I
back.
mean that's something you could do, and that'd be kind of cool
But that's
because a
why
lot
I
of people are
like it.
using this type of stuff now.
Yeah,
So
I like it. I know, well, it's too dark, but she's
Yeah.
not fixed it. I'm not. she's got the
But then
proprietary
honestly, it's just putting what's already on the card, so there's not really any new information. than what
no,
is
there's no
already on
new
the card.
information.
But you can add, if you know additional information,
Yeah.
there are multiple fields that you can custom add. So I'll put notes in about where I met the person, and
Right.
you can set up groups. So I've got all these groups.
Yeah.
I might add Carol to 3 groups. If I knew her through Chamber and through Rotary, I'd put her in both groups.
And I mean, and then I can, send. I believe there's a way to send the card over. I use it just kind of as a catalog. In fact, you can
Yeah,
share them over.
I think you can share it via email.
Yeah, SMS or that's kind of cool.
But David, these apps you can't put on your laptop. They're just for smartphones.
These are strictly
It
smartphones.
takes time to say.
Initially.
So-
Initially, it's going to be a lot of time. But then
So I just texted Carol the contact information of Fred that I scanned from his business card. So then she got a text message with all the information on there, and it's pretty convenient. Yeah, you can synchronize with
That's
your contacts.
awesome that it, like, now I can,
add me the contacts.
yeah,
File them under yours if you have
Yeah.
that app.
So
yes,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
so cool.
It's called Click and Share.
Yeah, click and share. Point and click and share. All right. So that concludes the base 10 apps there, and then I have one app that I personally haven't used yet, but I haven't had an opportunity to, which is a good thing, most likely. It's called Service, just straight up Service, and I believe their website is service.io is the name of it. And what they do is it's really cool. I watched they're a new company. I kind of keep up on all the tech and programming stuff from Silicon Valley. It's just really interesting to me. And what they do is they won like 50 grand doing something, but a contest. Let's say you have a bad flight or it's delayed 5 hours or whatever. What they will do is they will go in and you basically tell them what happened. So you write your little sob story, write it in there, shoot them an email. They will basically say, okay, we accept the job. So then what they'll do is they will try to, they'll contact the company on behalf of you and say, hey, I'm working with David Shapiro. It sounds like he had a horrible experience. Here's his ticket number. Here's what happened. Here's the times of everything. And they will contact whoever on behalf of you and basically try to, knowing their policies, like American Airlines, they'll basically work with their policies and their representative and get you a ticket or get you money back, or if let's say they should have paid for a hotel after the flight was screwed up or whatever, they'll do that. Or you had a bad experience at Kohl's, or you had bad service at a restaurant, they'll call the restaurant on behalf of you and get you gift cards. They take a fee obviously out of it. I haven't used it because I generally get treated well, and I've never really had any issues. But I hear it works really well.
iPhone only.
No, this one is, yes. It is iPhone only at the moment. They just started up like 3 months ago. So it's a brand new startup from Silicon Valley called Service, and it's in. I have the app, but like I said, I've never used it.
That's amazing. Like, I'm thinking, like, for a lot of people who, like, you might be okay complaining.
I'm not
I
okay
might
complaining.
not. All right, I might be
I'm so
okay
embarrassed to complain
complaining.
publicly.
You
to
might
people.
not.
Yeah,
So this is a way of you complaining
and just
without actually being the person.
yeah.
If somebody
Oh my
can't
gosh.
complain without getting mad and wearing it all over their sleeve, they're probably not going to get the satisfaction they're looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
These folks will
This
get
is
it.
a much more professional way to complain.
Yeah, and they handle it
in a
well
way.
as opposed to me screaming at someone.
Right.
Because I might get so honked off that I don't know.
Takes the emotion out of it.
Yeah, it takes the emotion out of it, so then they just deal with it. And
That's
plus, then you can just be like,
amazing.
well, they'll deal with it, and if they can, they'll because they want their little cut, so they're going to work as hard as they can to get it.
And
But I mean-
I would be intimidated if someone called me
As a
third
business
party
owner, yeah.
and said, "I'm calling on behalf of so and so."
Oh God, what I do wrong? Yeah.
That would make it worse than if
Oh,
you
it'd be
had
terrifying.
one
You
call.
could say it's on social
Yeah.
media, and if they don't make you happy, they're going to spread it.
And that's the benefit to businesses too, because they market that. It's essentially like, as a business owner, if someone uses this app to contact me, number one, I would hope they feel comfortable calling me. But let's say they're not or whatever, at least then I'm dealing with them, and hopefully this customer is not ranting or even on Facebook socially about something I did wrong that I could easily fix, but they just didn't feel comfortable talking to me about, and so then it'll kind of go through them, and then I'll probably call them obviously and figure it out. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I luckily have not had to use it yet, but I'm gonna keep it with me for when I'm traveling and stuff. You never know, and I like the little happy dance thing. But essentially, you sign in with your email and stuff, and then it walks you through the prompts. It's really easy. I saw a demo of it. Yeah, it's a concierge service. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's
so I hope some of your minds are blown a little bit.
On these apps, are
Yeah.
most of them
Or it goes nowhere.
desktop available
Thank
if you're not, don't want to be using your phone
Yeah,
for
fair enough.
everything, or not
Some of
really?
them do. I know, like Paribus does. I think maybe Hotel Tonight. I mean, some of them do, some of them don't. It depends on kind of where they're trying to market it. In the tech world, a lot of people are writing apps or new programs specifically for phones now. Because
an iPad.
in iPads, yeah, it's a convenience factor for the end user. Most people are sitting on their couch doing this kind of stuff, as opposed to sitting at their office desk or that kind of stuff. So it's an industry change in my world. So
Well, I got the iPad Mini, and that's really
yeah,
big for me.
you can do everything
I
on there.
don't want to, my old lady eyes on here,
Yeah.
It really has helped a lot. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so
Well, and we've got a generational thing going on here too,
massively.
because we were just talking about this weekend. My husband was saying in meetings now, like he has a lot of staff who are in their late 20s, early 30s, and their phones are part of the meeting. Like in my professional career,
It's rude.
you kind of put your phone like away, like it's not really here, or on your lap or away. It wouldn't even be present. But they're on their phones while they're in a meeting. They're,
Yeah.
probably texting each other or whatever they're doing. But
Did you believe what she said?
A meeting, a date meeting. It was many years ago. It was the first experience I had with that, and I sat there and went, "Oh,
Exactly.
these people are this, and this." I didn't know them and didn't
Yeah.
get it, and talked to somebody about it, and that it was such a different culture now.
right. But
It
he
was
said
for me, yeah.
he said he
It
tries to
bothered me.
tries to like catch them while they're obviously doing this, and he'll ask them a question, and they're there, they're there, they're present, they respond, and they know the answer and whatever, but they're still. It's like you can do more than one thing at the same time. I mean,
Supposedly.
We were doing a class for some students at Miami, and whenever there was a question that came up in the class, a statistic or something, within seconds someone said, "Well, the answer is," and it was constant. So they
Yeah.
were on there, and just the quickness for which they could get those answers it added a lot to the class. I mean, there was nothing that wasn't answered.
well, everything. I mean, you've seen how quickly that was
Buzzed
David
through.
live on his computer. I mean, I don't know how he did that actually, but through his phone, through his computer, through the projector onto the wall.
Magic.
It's kind of magic. Yeah, the
But I-
David
I-
Copperfield
I
scenario.
did laugh one time though. I was at Panera, and we do this we were sitting across
Yeah.
from each other at dinner. Well, I saw two people a little bit older than me with newspapers. So the man had his newspaper, the woman had her newspaper, and I thought, huh. It's just,
That's weird.
It's just a change.
Yeah.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Still not.
Yeah.
Still the
it's
same
still being
thing.
busy and talking to each other, but it's just a different.
That brings up another
Much
app,
more cumbersome.
by the way.
Well,
I
I
have
know.
another app for you. So I will occasionally, because I'm on the road all the time, so I will be up north in Centerville, and I will drive past Austin Pike, and when I'm stuck at a stoplight, I sit there and order myself some Panera food, and then run in, pick it up, and run out the door. So do the, I order my Panera on the go. Yeah, they have to drive through. It just takes a little longer, so I order it on my phone, and then they generally have it ready in like 3 or 4 minutes. And then walk in, pick it up, and walk out. It's phenomenal.
Another question.
Yes.
Most of these apps free or cost?
All of them are free except for, they're all like free to kind of get, as far as I know. Let's buzz through here again.
I just did.
Waze is free, Guest Buddy, Hotel Tonight, Paribus is free. TurboScan might cost $1.99.
There was a version that cost money and a version that was free.
It's ad supported, but all your credit card, that stuff's gonna be free. Snip Snap is free. 1Password, most password managers have a free mobile version, and if you want it on your desktop, you have to pay like $20 a year or something. Dr. On Demand is obviously free to look at, and then plus 1 free visit most of the time. This one, they have a $1.99 version and a free version. I just got the free version with a little ad at the bottom. I mean, whatever, it's not gonna hurt me. This guy costs you a commission, so whatever they save you, they'll take a percentage of. So.
Awesome.
Yep.
David, thank you. Let's give him a
Very
clap.
nice.
You get a Springboro Chamber of Commerce pen.
Rock on.
So
They don't use anymore.
you don't write anyway, so that's going to last you 20 years. So